Okay. Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Darkest Hour, Union of Britain. Just from the start, already, as soon as I started this up, events started happening again. The Middle Africa went to war with Portugal over the Portuguese colonies, and Russia sent aid to the U.S. federal government, which AUS appears to be winning at this point. So we're going to start this up. Get rid of these events. I'm going to check everything over. It's been a while. I don't know, it's been a long day today. Nothing like playing Hearts of Iron afterwards. And the Republican Chinese freed themselves from the AOG, which is like a German-held company in southern China, which controls South China for some reason. I'm going to set back to fast, Socialist Republic of Italy, and we've got Super Mongolia steamrolling the Chinese. Will the Mongolians once rebuild their mighty empire? Only time will tell. I'm better to deploy some of these infantry. Oh, I thought I had more than this. So, yeah, we'll base a small core of British troops here. So, since I need to keep constantly just pumping out as many troops as possible, as long as we have the manpower for it. You know what, we're going to build 2 infantry, the 38th Welsh and the 42nd East Lancaster. And we're going to build some artillery. The reason we're building artillery brigades, they help with the soft attack. What soft attack is in this game, soft attacks for like infantry type units, hard attacks for more or less tanks and dug-in units, I think. Artillery helps with that, and I think we're going to break these into corps of 2 divisions each, 20,000 men, roughly. I think 1 division equals about 10,000 men in this game. So, okay, here's another event. The inauguration of the Second International Congress. With all the delegates in London, the Second Congress of the Internationale began with a speech by Comrade Eric Blair in his so-called Shield and Sword speech. He underlined the need for a weapon of the for the Internationale to double its efforts towards forging the Damocles, a weapon capable of destroying the reactionaries across the world once and for all. Okay, I was reading this. Basically, what he wants us to do is get some kind of super weapon to destroy the Canadians and the Germans. And bravo, Comrade Blair. It cut out on me and it stopped recording halfway through that, so I have no idea how much of that was read. Oh god, more stuff. The base hospital. The Republican Chinese don't appear to be faring too well in their war. God, pause this. Okay, let's read this. Day 2, the America question. On the second day, the delegates discussed the most pressing matter in the development of the Civil War in America, with Long and the federal government pushing the CSA into defenses. The decision was made to send additional help for Reed and his followers. Well, we will provide resources, machines, and weapons, industrial machines and weapons. Day 3, Hemingway's speech. Okay, with the American question settled, Ernest Hemingway, the syndicalist delegate to the Congress, took the stage, thanked all those who supported the CSA's cause, and called the socialist world to constantly battle the reactionaries. The speech was received with great applause, especially by the French delegation. So, we had better relations with the fine syndicalists and London's Hawk Lobby. Yes, we can. Okay, looking at the American Civil War. Some stuff's going down. Their invasion of Mexico's invasion appeared to have backfired with long skating ground. Anything can happen. What do we really Mexico's invasion appeared to have backfired, but long skating ground, anything can happen. What do we really desperately need? I think we desperately need new destroyers. We don't have any good tech teams. Well, we'll get new torpedoes. Well, Britannia Plant Design Bureau, you get the lucky job of researching improved torpedoes. Have a good day. What are the same? Okay. The Cambridge Conference. This happened on day 5. Along with the politicians in London, a separate meeting of scientists from France and Britain took place in the old university in Cambridge. It was decided that syndicalist countries should combine their research in order to develop a weapon capable of protecting the revolution from increasingly aggressive imperialist threat. Knowledge is power, and we get some new blueprints. What do we get? We got nuclear research, so we'll get Chadwick or whatever nuclear research team is on that. Oh my god. Okay, John McClane. The John McClane takes off for France. The John McClane, named after the first president of the Union of Britain, was the largest airship ever built. She was constructed in 1935 as a propaganda tool intended to show the world the achievements of the Union of Britain. In 1936, she made her maiden voyage and soon started making regular traffics to Paris. In May 1937, it was once again 97 people were on board. Upwards for the glory of socialism and Union of Britain. Okay. The Brazilians asked for help. Our Brazilian comrades asked for help in their struggle to strengthen their army from the potential conflict with Plata. Although this front of the revolution is not as hot as North America's the North American one, the fall of Plata would be a huge blow to the imperialists all over. We will provide all the help they need. Bolivia also asks for help. Basically, it's the same thing, and the Bolivians want the fall of Chile. Our Bolivian comrades ask for help in strengthening their army for a potential conflict with Chile. Although this front of the revolution is not as hot as the North American, the fall of Chile would be a huge blow for the imperialists all over. Provide the help they need. Oh, that giant airship exploded. Terrible. The Union goes to a state of mourning for those loss. Who decided to even send out who decided to send airships out for flights? I don't know. They had to anticipate something like that happening at one point in time. That had to cross their mind. And Mexico is not doing so good. Philip Swoden is dead. No! Philip Swoden, age 73, passed away in his house in Telford. Early, although he resigned from chairman's post almost a year ago, his authority and influence in the Union were unprecedented during his funeral. The chairman of the TUC stated that comrades would love this, but his ideals still live on forever. The ceremony turned out to be one of the greatest patriotic manifestations since the Revolution of 1925. That's in some, I can't pronounce that. We get -1 national incentive for Windows +1. The final act of the Second International Congress. With all the important decisions made during the first week of Congress, they moved to less pressing matters after 10 days of negotiations and discussion of basically the delegates came up with the final act of a declaration of internal readiness to face the imperialists wherever they are to be found. Members of the world unite. International. So, some stuff's happening. The anarchists of the CNTFIA rose up, or syndicalists, should I say. revolution in Spain. Okay, revolution in Spain. The Spanish workers are throwing off the chains of monarchist oppression and are fighting to establish a syndicalist federation of their own. They face a grave threats from the reactionaries of all the stripes, and while it has generally been our policy to remain neutral in foreign disputes, many influential voices in Britain are demanding that we send help to our comrades. To Spain for syndicalism and liberty. So we sent them aid. They probably needed to delete the Carlists, which haven't risen up yet. Spoiler. Okay, we finally get to build our precious destroyers. Semi-modern destroyers will conquer the world. And the Carlists rose up. I wonder if we get another event here. I wonder why they didn't have their revolution during basically what was in the Second International Congress. I would have sent more aid. Well, let's hope they can win. June 1st. Fortress Washington fell to the AUS. Arthur is actually turned the tide. And the Mexicans have launched a counteroffensive and are now in San Antonio. And the US fortified their border and let's go an event for it. Well, this concludes part 4. Have a good day.